Southern Illinois. We are on Snake Road today. Check it out. I got Z with me right here, and back there is Ellie. And this is one of the premier spots in the world to see snakes. On a good day, people can come here and see 40 snakes easily. It looks like the weather's a little bit cold, but I'm still pretty confident that we're going to see a handful of snake. Yeah, actually, you can see there's people up there on the trail ahead of us already. And you know what? I bet there's already a snake up there. Let's go see what they have. What's our first snake on the road? Nice. Oh, I see it. Wow, that's a lovely, nice colors there. Zoom in a little bit. This is a juvenile. I don't see that yellow tail, but that kind of color, that kind of color, you don't see that bright pattern except in juveniles. And there it goes. This is one of the most common snakes to see on Snake Road. Alright, so hopefully it hasn't moved, but right under... Ooh, did it just jump? Oh no! It's gone. Oh, found it.
Is that it?
Ooh, that is... Nope, that is a different frog. Let's zoom in a little bit. That is our Blanchard's cricket frog.
You're a Blanchard's cricket frog.
You can see that nice green stripe on the back. From a different angle, you can see a upside down triangle on the head. So very cool. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There's another one. Oh my God! There's four right here. There's one.
All right, let's see.
Look at this.
I see one.
Here's one. Come over here to where I am.
Oh shit.
Here's two,
Oh wow.
and three back there, moving.
Yeah, see it in the back there.
And here's four on this log right here.
Right
Right there.
Yeah,
You see
look at
them?
that.
Four
Back-
adult copperheads.
back there.
Right here.
Wow.
That's what I'm looking for.
Now that
This.
this is a great example of what you can see here on Snake Road. Just an abundance, all super close. Look at that guy, showing you your fangs there.
Big adult over here. Look at him.
Yeah, there's definitely that second one is a bit bigger in the back.
Third one back over there. And the fourth one over there.
Catching them with the
But
weeds on them.
yeah, so these cottonmouths, they're going to be crossing the road here and finding places out in the bluffs over there to sort of hibernate as the months get colder. So yeah, but crazy. So this is kind of neat. So Zeev is maybe getting a little too close for a picture, but you can see it's shaking its tail there. And obviously we're familiar with rattlesnakes that shake their tail, but a lot of other snakes will as well. And it's a way to possibly distract predators. Maybe the predator thinks that that's where the head is and it'll strike the tail, and that gives the snake a chance to escape. Now, this snake is being really cooperative. You can see Zeev is probably getting some great shots there, but really cool to see. You know, one of the cool things about Snake Road, you can see here is the cottonmouth that I was just shooting. Those folks down there just spotted another one. So it's a little hard to count because the snakes do move, but this is probably, it's probably 6 and number 7 up there for us. So, you know, we've only been here for, I don't know, 30 minutes probably. And it's definitely a good day for these cottonmouths. So. This is a common sight to see. Just ahead of us on the trail is another snake crossing the road. Now, just by the look of sort of how thick it is, I'm guessing it's going to be a cottonmouth. Oh, and you know what? I'm starting to see that sort of classic silhouette. They keep their heads propped up like this. And it's always a nice, easy way to identify cottonmouth from a distance. And this one's doing that tail wag we talked about earlier, another defense mechanism. Some researchers have originally thought that snakes like this that'll shake their tail are mimicking rattlesnakes, but recent research thinks that maybe it's the other way around, where since rattlesnakes are only found in North America, and this tail wagging, tail shaking behavior can actually be seen all over the world, that it's possible that all snakes sort of, not all, but many snakes exhibit this behavior, and the rattlesnakes are the ones who took that behavior and started to form a way to make it actually audible as well. So,
well, actually,
very cool
go
to
further
see.
than that. Well, I'll get into this when I'm done sticking my fingers in the cottonmouth's face, but I was recently talking to Dr. Emily Taylor, who's one of the foremost rattlesnake experts probably in the country or in the world. I was talking to her for my podcast, and we actually were talking about the tail behavior in rattlesnakes. And so like you said, other snakes don't mimic rattlesnakes, right? Snakes around the world do it, who have never been anywhere near rattlesnakes or exposed to them. But actually, the rattles on rattlesnakes didn't even evolve to make noise because they do that thing. The rattles on rattlesnakes evolved first and foremost as caudal lures. So if you look at the baby copperheads, the cottonmouths that we've been finding, they have those bright yellow tail tips, which they use to attract prey. Which here, yeah, there's one right there. Another nice big one right there.
Just slinking off there.
Yeah. So here in this habitat that we're in, a small, thin, yellow worm makes a lot of sense as a lure, right? For small birds, lizards, whatever. Rattlesnakes started out in the prairies and the deserts, or not started out, but evolved there. And a small, thin yellow worm doesn't really mean anything to the prey there. And so if you look at the nub of a baby rattlesnake, right? Yellow base, white kind of fat things, looks like a larva or a grub, which makes a lot more sense for the deserts. Have you ever seen, Greg, the Persian spider-tailed viper?
Yes, I have. I've seen some cool videos of it.
So you look at that and you look at rattlesnakes and go, okay, they evolved a grub on land. They use that as lure as a baby, and over time, as a secondary evolutionary trait, they realize that as shed sticks to it, it makes sound, and it also helps them with the secondary reason, and so then they evolve the rest of the rattles. But you look at, for example, the rattlesnakes on the island that never evolved a rattle, right? They never had the need for that secondary method. They had the baby rattles used as lures, and they grow up as adults with those same baby lures. They never had that evolutionary pressure to develop the sound as well, but they still have that nub. They just don't leave the rest of the shed on because they don't have large predators there to scare off. So, which I thought was really interesting when I learned that.
Yeah,
they actually,
that's neat.
Actually, rattles didn't evolve to be rattles. They evolved to help them catch food.
Very cool.
That's
all right, we can keep...
evolution minute for the day.
Yeah. So let's see, that was Cottonmouth 10 and 11. And this one's starting to continue to slink off the road. So we'll continue on our way. To these snakes. Falling up. Poor juvenile, look at that guy. Whoa. In there.
Look at that.
This area right in here is known as the Salamander Grotto. Now, there's not a ton of moisture, but if you come down, look, we see that we are starting to get a little bit of moisture there. That's probably coming up from underground. That's going into that pond over there. And what you want to do when you're in this area is come up to crevices like that. And I'm going to zoom in a bit and shine a flashlight and see if anybody is home. And of course, I got lucky on the very first shot. Right there is a cave salamander. Very cool. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can focus a little bit better. There we go. Look at that. all that beautiful color and those dots are really nice. All right. So easy to identify. Oh, there's another one that was back there, just went out of frame. Oh, what's over there? What's over there? Chipmunk, eastern chipmunk, running away. Okay. Any in here? Nope. Oh, look at that spider. That's huge. I could eat a salamander. And okay, some more spiders. 2 salamanders. It's pretty good. Any more back in there? It's usually a lot of mosquitoes in here. I don't always like to spend too much time. Yeah, I can see another one. You can see it in the camera. Another cave salamander right there, reflecting a little bit. No, I actually think there's one over there too. Oh, and I can see some moving in the back a bit. Okay, we'll go in a little bit. Double check for snakes. And yeah, there's a bunch. There, tail of one crawling out. Couple back in there. Yeah, really nice. Oh wow, there's a handful back moving in there. Oh wow, look at them all. There's a ton. Okay, we'll zoom in a bit. There we go. You can see there's a lot. Yeah, I can't, that actually, there's one that looks a little bit more yellow in there. We could get long-tailed salamanders too. But from this distance I wouldn't be able to identify them. But they tend to be pretty yellow in this area. So, very cool. Handful of salamanders, all tucked away in there. Let's see if we can find anything else. All right, so these rocks can always be good. I've actually flipped these same rocks a couple weeks ago. Oh, here we go. This guy. Oh, he's running away. What are you? Oh. Long-tail, I think. This is a smaller one. Oh, here's another one. Right there. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh, he's pointing.
Yeah.
That little dude.
Nope, and there he goes under another log, or under another rock. So these bigger rocks can always produce some good things. Anything? Nope. And this one, I'm gonna need 2 hands for. Oh, tons of frogs. There's a green frog, green frog, green frog, green frog. There they go. Let's, I'll give you a close look at this guy over here. See, nice looking green frog. They just seem to love this rock. I flipped this rock a couple weeks ago and there were a ton of frogs under it as well. So, very, very cool. Oh, there we go. That's a cave salamander right there. Just dug under the rock. Here you go. You can see, here, let's switch. You can see the nice orange color and the spots. If it'll focus. Yeah, nice cave salamander. Very cool. Maybe there's another one. Nope. Nope. Oh well, keep looking. Whoa, look at that. Those guys are kind of big. Oh, scooting away. Nice double flip. What are they, cave? There you go. No, long lines on the side. These are both long-tailed salamanders. Those sort of long stripes along the tail is a way to identify them, even though these are a little bit more orangey in color. Very cool. Kind of all up in this area. Put your little log back, or your little rock back. And maybe what just hopped over here. I don't know. Oh, two more. This one, I can't tell. Sometimes you gotta look kind of close to tell the difference. But we'll see how abundant they are here. There's still a couple other types of salamanders we could find. And stay tuned. Hopefully we'll find one. One more species for the day. Zeev just flipped a Southern Leopard Frog. Nice. All right, well that is just one single pass down this road here. And that is 20 snakes, 20 cottonmouths, handful of salamanders already. So it is pretty spectacular. It is starting to get a little dark. We didn't even get to the road until almost 1 o'clock, and it's about 4 o'clock now. So we're going to keep looking for stuff, and hopefully we'll get some variety today. And we'll probably even stick around a little bit at night to see if anything's out and about. Oh, did you guys find something? Oh, let's take a look at this. Oh my goodness, that, hold on, I need to change the camera size, but they just found a green tree frog. It is bright green. It's like, it looks like a neon green among the leaves here. There it is, right in there. Nice. So these guys, pretty easy to identify. Bright green color. They have yellow spots on the back sometimes, and that white line down the side is another good field mark. All right, well, we haven't even moved, and now there's an armadillo crossing the road. That's kind of crazy. Oh, it doesn't want me to get too close. Yeah, there's been a lot of sighting of armadillos out here. Recently, it was like 100 years ago. They were not even found in the United States, maybe 150 years ago. And they've been gradually moving more and more northward, and really without the sort of human intervention. So here's a nice little armadillo running away. All right, check it out, folks. There is a little gray tree frog in here. There are two species that are out here. They are visually identical, and we don't know which one this is, but maybe if we'll hear some calling later, we'll be able to tell. But very cool to see. Hey, so we ended up taking a bit of a detour and didn't actually walk the road back. We ended up meeting up with some friends, sharing some stories, but now we're back on Snake Road at night, which is still a great time. It is really cold. It's in the 50s, and it's supposed to get even down to the 30s tonight. So we're not sure if there's going to be a ton of abundance, but we're hoping for at least a rough green snake, or maybe a ringneck snake or something before temps get really low. But so stay tuned and let's see what we find. At night, you can definitely see snakes that are crossing the road, but for a rough green snake, they like to sleep in the trees, and by shining around at night, they're a little bit easier to spot because their belly scales can stand out a bit. And so looking in some of these trees, you never know, you might have a green snake. None here, but we will keep looking. Oh, all the way back there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's zoom in a little bit.
So during the day, they're almost impossible to see since they blend in so well, of course. But at night, their belly scales are really reflective, so you can pick them out like that. So during the day, you might hike here for hours and see one or two maybe crossing the road. But at night, as long as they're out, you can see multiple of them.
Now this is kind of neat, folks. We've got a nice crayfish that's just crawling around a little puddle here. Not quite sure where he's headed. It's a decent sized one too. Very cool.
Hmm?
Crayfish.
Oh yeah.
Nice. All right, look at this right there. Boom. That is, let's zoom in a little bit. Boom. that frog that's just perched there so nice on that leaf is another green tree frog. There are only real sort of green colored frogs, like bright green colored frogs out here. So yeah, he's just kind of, almost looks like he's taking a vertical nap. So very cool to see, and really well camouflaged. I mean, we go back a little bit, you can still make it out there, but you know, a foot over this way, almost invisible. So very cool. See that frog, and we'll see what else is in the night. All right, Zeev just came across another rough green snake. Look at that. It's just all coiled up in that tree. This one got lucky. This one was at eye level. Very, very cool. Nope, sticking its tongue out. That's nice. I think we may have accidentally woke it up. So there are two types of green snakes in the US. One is the smooth green, and this one here is the rough green snake. And the easiest way to tell them apart, if you're in a place where they both range, is looking at the scales here. You can see that line across each scale, that little ridge. Well, that is a keel, and that is what makes its skin feel rough. If we were in a different location, I would touch it, but not on Snake Road. So very cool to sort of see that keeled scales so close like this. You can see Zeev is, all those flashes of lights are from Zeev still doing his photography. Oh, here's a, it's gonna go. You can see that it really is the same color as the leaves there. And so during the day, it would be really difficult to spot this snake. But at night, you can see, if we look at the belly scales, there we go. You can see they're a bit lighter in color, and they shine the light better. So, very, very cool. But I think he's gonna go find a better sleeping spot where he won't be disturbed by us taking pictures and video. All right, well, this was a very easy tree frog to see. There's another good looking green tree frog. Nice. You can see not too many, but one yellow spot on the back. And early in the day, if we looked inside here, this is where we had the gray tree frog, but not anymore. Oh, never mind. Gray tree frog's still there. Nice. Cool. Bye-bye, froggies. Alright, one more frog here. Look at that guy. This is a gray tree frog. Now, from this angle, it's a little tough, but you can see right under the eye there's a pale light spot. And if you look at that concealed portion towards the legs there we go. You can see it's yellow. There is a similar frog out here that also has a light spot under the eye, but it'll have sort of more of a pale green, pale greenness to that concealed part. So very cool. Another gray tree frog, much better look than before. Is there another frog down there? There is another frog down here. You can see that bright green. Yep, bright green. That is a green tree frog hiding beneath it. It's probably the one that we saw in the spot a little earlier. Yeah, I can't really, you can see that it's there, but it's hard to pick it out. But very cool. Also millipede hanging out, but nice look at a young gray tree frog. And we are just about to finish the night, and of course we have one more green tree frog for you. So we'll check this guy out. Just remember to please like and subscribe. I'm Greg Schechter. This is Schechter Natural History, and we'll see you in the field.